Que lo que, mi gente? Welcome back to episode 43. Thank you guys for being here. We're at episode 43. Make sure you guys watch the last episode. I think it was a cool episode with my main man, Ken Starr. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, last week, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. I'll be honest. This is why I have this podcast. And last week, I was like a little dark place, bro. And there was days that I was like, I just felt like the days were going so fast. And, I was doing stand-up, and I think I'm in a rhythm of stand-up. I feel like I've been saying a lot of the same things, and right, and I think we all go through this moment. I'm not saying we all. I shouldn't even say we all because I don't know what you're going through. But like last week, I feel like there's some days I am excited, and I'm happy, and I think people always see me as happy-go-lucky. But I have ADHD, and what happened is when you have ADHD, you ruminate, bro. I think all the damn time, bro. I could spend hours thinking, ruminating, and there's nobody to tell me to stop, right? I also like being alone. I also don't like being alone. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to anybody? I had one show last week, but I had 5 shows in one day. So it's like all week I didn't have shows. I had a show on Friday. I have a show this Friday too. And I had a show on Friday. It went well. I'm working on new jokes. And then I had 5 shows on Saturday. I didn't record it. I had such a great show on Saturday, and I didn't record it. And I am pissed about it. But before the show, man, I was like in this mode, like in a dark place, like I was like tired. And I think I think sometimes I do a lot. I feel like there's a lot that I am in control of when it comes to my life, and it's like I'm a one-man team, that it becomes overwhelming. And I'm always like, everybody see me like, Gadiel, I love your stuff. You make me so happy. Thank you. And I appreciate everybody that stops and talks to me. Is this even focused? I appreciate all the people that talk to me and support me. Thank you guys for listening. And wherever you are, man, sometimes I see the data and it shows data that is in Spain or is in the Philippines. I don't know why Filipinos are listening to me. They probably look at my picture and they think that this guy is either Dominican or Filipino. I don't know what is this guy right here. And wherever you are in this world, man, I really appreciate you supporting me, taking time to listen to me, right? And I think a lot of times people go on social media and we put on this persona that we're happy, everything. I saw something with this girl, what's her name? Celeste Rose. And Celeste Rose was talking about like she did a video, like a 5-minute video. It was like a goodbye video. She was going to take her own life. She was, man. And she started crying and she was like, I'm going to do it and stuff like that. And I think people are so isolated nowadays that they're not far-fetched in thinking like that. But if you're ever thinking about something like that, don't do it, man. Don't do it. I think what helped me on Saturday is not only having those fun shows, right? But even though there was a lot of crowd work, there was a lot of freestyle, a lot of improv, I felt like I cheated myself. And I walked home. And I took time to myself. And I think it's very important to take time to yourself. And one thing that I notice is happiness comes from me. And I think I spent a long time wanting happiness come from somewhere from outside world, that if I have this, then I will be happy. Right? And happiness comes from you. And then it's not normal to be happy all the damn time. You're not supposed to be happy all the damn time. If you see somebody that's happy all the damn time, he's a borderline serial killer. Let's be honest. He's crazy. There's something wrong with him. If you see somebody that's happy all the time, oh, hey, how you doing? You wouldn't trust them. You wouldn't trust them. You would like, yeah, we got to check his basement, right? And I think ruminating has a lot to do with it, bro. And I spent a long time, like, today, I was like, should I record this podcast? And, and I don't know. I felt like I wanted to open up with you guys. I wanted to tell you what was going on. Because I'm like, who else I got to talk to about this shit? And I think it's hard for a man to open up to people because we as men have to have it figured out. And it's okay not to have everything figured out. And look, I'm 39. I'm 39 feeling like this. Sometimes, I don't know why I'm putting this on the internet. I don't think I should. I might delete this episode. I might delete this. Everything I'm saying right now, I'm going to delete it anyway. So if you hear it, you're probably going to hear this and you're going to watch this for a week, but this video is not going to be up for a very long time. And yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you all of this because I'm crazy like that. Let me know if anybody else has felt like that or been in that mood and stuff like that. I don't want to be a downer. Right, but I've been like journaling. I saw this this book. I read this. This guy that read Cal Newport. I was watching Masterclass, and he talked about like getting your own pen and writing in your notebook. And I also noticed that a lot of people be like journal. But I also feel like, is there such thing as over journaling? Is there such thing as over journaling? Sometimes I could journal for days. I bought a new pen and I'll journal. I'm like, is journaling also part of ruminating? Hey, I'm probably onto something. And sometimes I tell myself, yo, who else does this? I'll be like, yo, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all three things. And once I get a phone call, I'm on the phone. I'm on the phone all day. I made this episode. You know what? I made this episode. You know why episode? Because there are procrastinators out there like me. And you're not, whoever I'm talking to, you be like, if you don't get stuff done, it's okay. You're just like me. You're not the only one. All right? Everybody want to put pressure on your ass and be like, do this and do that. Wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and run. You have to do so many things. What if you don't feel like it? It's okay. Sometimes I tell myself, I'm going to do that. And when you have ADHD, you're like, should I take a shower first or should I not? Should I will wake up and be like, I'm going to get all these three. I have to all these things to do, right? And then since I'm a one-man team, I have to be my manager. I have to be my assistant. I have to be all of this, right? And then I'm like, I'll sit there and get nothing done. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. And that's okay. You know what? We got to take a break from social media. Let's take a break together. Let's take a trip to Dominican Republic. We'll go to a beach. No phones, no nothing. And not care about anything. And just drink coconut water. That's what I want. I want coconut water. I was going to talk about something completely different. I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk from the heart. You guys are my friends. I'm going to talk to you. This is you guys are my therapists. All right? This is therapy session. All right? A lot of things happened last week, bro. And the funny thing is I wrote down, I'm like, I'm going to talk about this, right? And this whole Santiago, you guys that don't know, like, there's Alofoke is like a live stream in the Dominican Republic. And Santiago Matías is like the biggest streamer, right? And in Dominican Republic. And they had a live streaming in Spain. And there was this trans situation that happened over there. I know that I'm pausing a lot, whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. So there was this trans controversy. All right. There's somebody called La Piry. And she's a trans woman who transitioned from male to woman. Right. And Santiago Matías went over there and this live stream and whatnot. And I also want to discuss this. I want to discuss this not only for the community, also for Latinos, for trans folks. I got family members that are trans. You know, the closest people to me are trans folks. I'll be around a lot of most of my friends are gay. I'll be honest. My sister's gay. Most of my friends are gay. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw this on TikTok and it's trending on TikTok right now. Is the way that Santiago Matías goes to Europe, and I guess he's a guest for this reality and calls this trans woman a man. And I think we're gonna watch this together. Let's watch this together, and we're gonna react to it together. All right. Let me see. I got the video right here. Matter of fact, I got the video pulled up already, so we could talk about it. I'm going to give you guys my honest opinion.
Ocho, dime. No, mi prima.
All right, so this is Santiago Matías. This, I guess, is called Cárcel de Gemelos, the twin jail. So everybody's dressed like jumpsuits and stuff like that. This is a Spanish reality show.
No, si es mentira, no te pongo nervioso. Ponte aquí y defiéndete. Eso me sabe mal por la chavala, ¿sabes?
Es verdad, por eso.
No, pero por eso va a venir la chavala para defenderse. Un momento.
Ellos se besaron por...
There's a lot going on. They're talking about a whole lot of stuff all at once. I can't even tell what the hell they're talking about.
Hombre, eres un hombre, no pasa nada.
Adrián, dile que es
So I guess like what happened here is like there's a time that he calls her a man. And let's see.
sé, pero pobrecita.
Adrián, como digo yo, Adrián, cómo hacer el show y ya. Como digo yo,
una pregunta.
Lo he hecho pecho, ya está.
Está bien, ellos se besaron, pero nadie se ha preguntado si se le paró a La Piry.
Mira, ya, ¿qué pasa?
Bruh. I skip forward to this part because this is like the highest view. So this is definitely I knew something was going on here. For you guys that don't understand what he just said here. He said, everybody's talking about kissing, but nobody asked if Piry's thing stood up, got hard, if she got hard. Piry is like, yo, respect me, we're not in Dominican Republic.
¿Qué pensaste cuando viste ese beso apasionado de él con él?
Me falló, que no lo conocía en persona.
That's so messed up. That's messed up because he goes like, what do you think about this passionate kiss between him? And then turns to La Piry and goes, him.
Pero...
O sea,
nos vamos a conocer, ¿vale? Y yo le guardé respeto, el mismo respeto, pero eso ya ha pasado. Ya está.
Y yo hablé contigo y te puse claro y te dije
claro,
que eso ya está arreglado. Lo que pasa es que ahora quiere meter más mierda. Se me caíste muy bien y te dije que si quieres quédate aquí, dormí abajo y chichar con él, pueden chichar ahí tranquilo. Listo. No, yo tampoco tengo problema.
Una cosa, una pregunta. ¿Se estaban conociendo en Instagram?
Esto es cine, ¿eh?
Ok. Entonces, ¿qué piensas tú de alguien que está conociendo en Instagram que termina...
¡Fuera!
Con...
De primera, mala impresión, obviamente.
So I guess these two are dating. And then as Santiago is like asking, like, what do you think about them two kissing?
Estamos locos, perdón.
Porque es un hombre.
¿Y qué? Da igual, da igual.
¿Y qué? Que es un
Da
hombre.
igual, me da igual.
No,
es una mujer.
Ok, es una mujer.
Es una
Ok,
mujer, o sea,
escúchame.
no me-
Escúchame.
You could tell La Piry's uncomfortable. Like he says, but that's a man. You okay with them kissing, but that's a man. Now you could tell Piry's face is uncomfortable. And you could see this lady right here. She's like looking at her expression. They all looking like, see how she's gonna react. This guy doesn't look happy right now.
No,
Yo soy el invitado, escúchame. Si me permite, soy el invitado.
Ahí te has colado, pero 3 puntos.
Si me dejan hablar.
Don't say this guy's defending her. Yo, good off Frank defending her.
Estamos en España, hermano.
La charla conmigo se acabó.
¡Estamos en España!
No, Fran, deja el show, Fran, no mentira.
Muy irrespetuoso.
No, Fran, deja el show. Deja el show, Fran, deja el show.
Esto es
Deja el
España.
show.
He telling Frank they had a show. Like Frank is telling him, yo, you're disrespectful.
Que si unos arqueólogos en 3.000 años descubren el cuerpo de La Piry, dicen, es un hombre.
Hasta luego.
He said, if an archaeologist in the future finds her bones, will say it's a man. That, why? What was the point of that? What was the point of that?
Oye, vamos a ser sinceros, ¿qué pasa?
A ver si lo vamos a matar a todos.
¿Quién? Dice que esto no es México.
Frank quería fumar un cigarrillo y que vino, que estoy molesto.
Seguro.
Defiendando.
What was the point of him doing that? He thought it was funny. Look at his face.
Sí, que está inventado ahora. Es un hombre, cabrón, no una mujer.
Yo no he oído qué ha dicho. No sé qué ha dicho.
Frank es un hombre.
Yo no me enteré que me ha dicho.
No sé qué ha pasado, no sé, no me he enterado.
hombre.
Y vamos a darles de hostias a los maricones, no te jode. Manda huevos, tío. De verdad, qué poco respeto, tío.
Que se ofendió por el comentario.
Qué poco respeto, tío.
Coño, Frank, ¿qué pasa?
Pues mira, ¿qué pasa? ¿Sabes lo que pasa? Que cuando tú vives en una sociedad en la cual te has criado y a gente como ella o de tu familia la han tratado como tú la has tratado ahora.
¿Cómo yo le traté?
¿Cómo la has tratado?
¿Cómo la traté?
Respeto.
Eso que está llorando, tío.
Tronco.
Pobrecito, chacho. No te pase tampoco que te arrastro,
Shout out to Frank for standing up for her and defending her.
A tomar por culo. A tomar por culo. Se acabó.
Frank.
No, ni Frank ni pollas, tío.
Cómprale un peluche.
Estamos en 2026. Vuelve al 1980 y a tomar por culo.
I'm like, he's like, we're in 2026, and you're like in 1980. Oh, I feel bad. Qué pena.
Mira, así, gilipollas, levántate.
Levántate.
Pon tu cara harta, hija.
Debieron de tener esta plataforma tan cabrona para que no dejaran que asesinaran a una muchacha como una
hay cosas que no, tío.
Ella no quería morir.
O sea, que permitas esta puta mierda.
Tú, chaval, fuera de aquí, que se vaya.
Te voy a tomar por culo. No, tío, por ahí no. O sea, ¿qué mierda es esto?
Yo, the big girl came out. She was like, he could go. Que se vaya. You know what's wild, bro? That the Spaniards are the one defending her, right? Like eso es algo que no me lo esperaba, que sean los españoles que te defienda, que venga tu propia gente en otro país y los españoles te están defendiendo a ti. Shout out to the Spaniards. Clap it up for the Spaniards. Come on, bro. This is wild, bro. Let's be honest, bro. Let me tell y'all something. I didn't see this whole thing before. I only saw like little clips on TikTok. Let's see what else happens.
Es lo que eres.
¿Qué puta mierda es esto? Encima riéndose, tío. Que lucha toda su puta vida por esto.
Pero no dejes que te haga daño.
Desafortunado, no, de puta, que encima se ha hecho la broma luego de los arqueólogos, tío, que hay cosas que no, tío, que estamos arqueólogos.
No lo entendí.
Hombre, estoy poniendo nervioso ya. Cuando encuentras el cuerpo de la mujer, los arqueólogos, que no es un comentario. No, se nos una hostia porque estamos a tomar.
Sacarlos todos, que los puede matar.
Damn, that shit made me sad.
Yo a ti te conozco, tío. Encantado, tío. Es que me estaba mirando y digo, que te puedo hacer algo. Pero claro, no te echo cara, claro.
Pistolero.
La ha llamado hombre.
Yeah, I like to go over there and humiliate her like that. Like, that's fucked up.
No, claro.
Yo era más desesperada
Hay que
porque yo era fan
saltar.
de
Es que parezco yo una pequeña saltando.
Muy bien, Fra, tus huevos ahí.
La verdad que hace
pero no salta.
Yo no lo he escuchado.
Yo no me he enterado.
Tampoco, delante de Dios.
Por eso se conocen.
Piri, estás bien.
Piri, yo me hago una paja mirándote si quieres, cojones. Mírame para acá. Ven para
Claro.
acá. Piri,
Por favor, necesito humanidad.
ya lo sé que no te sientes bien, coño.
Mira, esto es por ahí.
Vamos a echar un pique. Vámonos al baño.
What is she doing? Why she had that stick all up in his culo? Why is she rubbing the stick in his ass?
Piri, no te va a ver la gente llorar. Ven para acá. Vamos, Piri.
Ven.
Piri.
Que tiene como una telaraña. Mira.
Piri de España. Vámonos. Vamos para afuera. El tío se ha ido. El tipo se ha ido. Vamos para afuera.
Sí, se ha ido.
Para afuera.
Venga, ¿dónde está tu valentía, tu coraje? Venga.
Piri, este tío se ha ido.
What is wrong with her? She's like rubbing the thing in her. I'm distracted with her putting that stuff in his butt.
Aquí porque no es su show, es tu show.
Sí. Y mira que es de su país.
Ya, pero ya se conocían, ya habían peleado.
Yo es que me pongo de mala hostia muy rápido. Yo me pongo de mala hostia muy rápido, Yo me pongo de mala hostia muy rápido.
Esto lo peta,
Pero tenía que contestarle.
Pero ¿por qué? Pero ¿por qué?
Ya, es que yo ya cuando...
En su país es así.
Porque una cosa es hacer una broma, una tontería, una gilipollez y te pueden decir, homófobo, no sé qué. Pero esto es una humillación a una persona, tío.
Y ya desde el principio...
Que desde el principio ha sido educada, ha sido valiente, es un amor, es guapa. Es que ninguno de nosotros se nos ocurre, es que no se nos ocurre decir, eso, es que no se te ocurre porque es que es una tía.
Yo si no fuera por los comentarios que leía, no...
Es que es una tía.
Damn. This shit got me emotional, bro. I never thought about something like that would, like... I'm glad it happened because people get to see this in firsthand. Like, this is heartbreaking to see something like te humillen. Y yo he visto muchos comentarios de la gente diciendo, pero es un hombre, Gadiel es un hombre. Pero la verdad, and La Piry has gone on podcasts in Dominican Republic. It's sad to hear her cry. And for me, I'm saddened because I have empathy. And if you don't feel sad about that, for somebody to come from your country, you also have to understand, La Piry is a black trans woman. She's a minority in Dominican Republic and a minority here, right? So ella es doble minoría. Just for being trans, you're already ridiculed. La Piry has gone on podcasts y ha dicho que es hombre y hasta todavía tiene su nombre on her Instagram. And I know a lot of people will go back, but La Piry es un hombre, La Piry dice eso. I think the reason why La Piry still has her whatever masculine name on her social media and still says that she's a man is I think it's rooted in transphobia. You see what I'm saying? It's her. I feel like a lot of people, and I could be wrong. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of people from the community say things to make people that are not them feel better and feel comfortable, right? Like, there's a lot of gay dudes that say the F word, right? And I'm like, don't say the F word around me, bro. Don't say that. Because I already know that you're saying that because you think that you want the world to feel better, but you're not helping. So I think that why La Piry says, yo soy hombre como quiera, the reason why she says things, I think it hit her hard. It hit her hard there, and I realized that this thing actually does bother her. That's what we're witnessing. I don't think La Piry ever thought that something like that would hurt her like that because ella se sintió impotente. La impotencia, la humillación for somebody to stand there and do that to your face. To do that to your face. That's sad. It hurt. I'm hurt. I feel for her, bro. I'm not even trans. I don't know what it is to be trans. But I know what it is to feel impotente. Hopefully everybody learns from this, bro. She walked away. At first she took it as a joke. Oh, we're not in Dominican Republic, right? And for everybody else, also, when you're a person of color, right? You're the black person there in Spain. You already know you stand out. So are you coming from Dominican Republic? So you have that in the back of your mind. And then you sit down there, everybody's talking, and then on top of that, you're trans. So you're already like in a weird position right, in front of a group that's not like you, and it's for somebody to come from your country, your background, to stand there and humiliate you, uno se siente impotente. Eso no estuvo bien por Santiago. And Santiago is not going to feel bad. He's not going to say this. People say that he did nothing wrong. But Santiago said, did La Piry get hard? That's disrespectful. When La Piry kissed him, did he get hard? Called her a he. You see what I'm saying? Wow. And then she's sitting there taking all this shit in. Of course she's gonna react like it hurt her. I think hopefully like moving forward, like she will never say that she's a man. Never. Don't say that. Don't try to make everybody else. You're a trans woman. It's okay for you to say you're a trans woman. It's okay. I'm trans. I would like to be addressed like that. And good on these guys. This guy Frank, shout out to him for defending her. You know what I mean? We gotta be better. We gotta do better, people. Santiago Matías, do better, bro. Santiago, tú eres una persona. Yo hablo directamente. Tú eres una persona que tiene una plataforma bien grande, mi hermano. Tú tienes una gran responsabilidad de representar a nuestra gente. Pero no de esta forma, señor. No de esta forma, así no se hace. Loco, sea un ejemplo. No solo para nuestra gente. Tú puedes ser un ejemplo para hacer un cambio drástico. Porque mucha gente te ve y va a empezar como tú. Tú tienes una responsabilidad. Respeta la transgénero. Respetan. Bueno. This is wild. You know why these people are like this defending her? Because like they love her. They love La Piry. I don't know La Piry. I don't know if La Piry is a good person or not. I don't know. From a hole in the wall. I just saw these little TikTok clips. It was trending. It was going. I'm like, and I saw a little bit of it, but I'm like, let me watch it and I'm gonna react to it while we're having this conversation. Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Let me tell y'all something. You know, I have a friend, which I had her on the podcast, right? And, you know, she transitioned, right? And I learned a lot about trans experience because of her. I didn't know much about it. I didn't know what they, them was until she was the one that taught me what that was. And I didn't know what that was before even BuzzFeed. And let me tell you something. Before she transitioned, I was the first person she told. Like one of the few people she told. You know how good that felt? When she went up to Gadiel, like she felt safe enough to say, Gadiel, be honest with you, I'm a woman. I feel like a woman. I've been feeling like a woman for a very long time, for all my life, and I always hit it. And I was like, I support you. And let me tell you something. My friend transitioned from male to female. And let me tell you something. My sister, which I call her my sister, is unrecognizable. Unrecognizable in the sense that before she transitioned, this was a person that was always in the negative state. Was like, it was a complete different person, dry. It was like, and after Josie, which is Josie, y'all already know who Josie Caballero, and vote for her. She's running for council or something in DC. But let me tell you something. When Josie transitioned, Josie's been the happiest person I ever seen. It's a joy to see Josie. It's like a completely new person. And I'm happy for her. Beautiful. So, all we could do is support people, man. I'm not trans, and I'm not gonna understand it. Of course, you're not gonna understand it. I don't know what it is to be gay. I'm not gonna understand it. But why does it bother you so much if somebody else wants to be gay, if somebody else wants to be trans? Why does it bother you? Why humiliate somebody? I think this also serves as a moment so we could educate and people could learn. Like, yo, what should you do? This hurts to see, right? But I also have empathy. And some people will see this and have zero empathy. And what can I say about you, brother? And hopefully we all learn. Frank, shout out to this Frank guy. Frank is the man, bro. Well, I'm about to get going. I wanted to keep this, I'm going to make this a short episode. There's a lot that we talked about today. I want to thank you for being here, part of the Gadiel Orbe show. I'm going to do a whole lot of revamp. I'm here every Wednesday. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support, all the love, right? And I'll see you guys next week. Lo quiero mucho. 3 hugs, 2 kisses, and 1 love.